But next was Jan Dan,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "No, you're not." I said, "You gonna come up here and sing some Journey? You gonna do some Stephen V. Perry, the greatest rock voice, arguably the greatest rock voice of all time? You gonna come up here and do some Stephen Perry?" Now I would have expected this from somebody like Sophronia, which I believe he did sing some Journey. But Jan Dan, I said, "Yo, you better bring it, sir." I loved it. Okay, Jan Dan, what did he sing Dusty Rose? What did he sing? What was the song that he sang, Stephanie?
Yeah, I don't remember. I know what
I
you're talking
forget.
about though.
But that's when I was like, yo, Jan Dan's, he's just a different type of brother,
Yeah.
vocally. And I
Vocally, yes.
love it. And I'm here for it. I'm
Yes.
here for it. I
Yes.
said, it sounded almost like Bryan Adams singing Open Arms. Like, I was like, yo, what is he like in a good way? I said, what is he doing? I said,
Right.
his voice is so 80s, but nondescript, nostalgic 80s rocker. But that's the thing, like you can't put your finger on, well, who does he sound like? Well, no, because I heard some Bryan Adams, I heard some
Du-
Steve Perry.
Excuse me, Dust in the Wind by Kansas.
Okay, Dust in the Wind. I said Dusty Rose. I was
Yeah,
close. Y'all
dust.
knew I was talking about.
Dust.
Um, I said, but okay, there was one small part that I was like, okay, watch the pitch, brother. On the Open Arms as he's leading into the second verse. That was the only part I was like, okay, because again, this song will expose you, and it's so good. I said, such a unique voice, really interesting tone. I want to hear more of Jan Dan. Like, he's an album I would buy because it's such a different sound altogether. I love it. I said, well, the way and I figured it out, Stephanie. It's the way he pronounces his vowels.
Okay.
It's different. That's some technical stuff, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I said they're so different. I said it's so intriguing. I said, okay, melody changes towards the end, and then Jan Dan is also one of those that will sneak in a little run here and there, just to remind you. It's called the Chris Stapleton Star Spangled Banner effect. Y'all go back and watch him singing the Star Spangled Banner just at the Super Bowl. You'll get the reference. So he'll throw in a little run. He'll sneak in a little run there and there to remind you that he can do it. I said, but I said they're different. I'm not sure what I think about them. I said, but I do like his runs. His runs, Jan Dan, every time he throws a run in, I'm like, that was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this was a really good performance. I thought it was very high bar to meet to sing a song like Open Arms. Stephanie?
You got that right. I was like, Steve Perry.
I know.
I saw Open Arms. Oh, okay. Gwen called him the vocal painter, which is exactly what he is.
Yeah, it's a different voice.
It's a different voice. Oh my God. And I thought that his voice and the contrast between his voice and the instrumentation was so interesting. Like, I was fully engaged the entire time I was listening to this performance. And again, this is another performance where it was like, front half, you're giving me the straight up song, back end, you're giving me you, which I totally appreciate. We don't need to belabor the point. You said a lot of what I wanted to say. This is such a high level song, and he murdered it. Yeah. And listen, and I did pop my lips because I'm serious about what I'm about to say. And I say this every time we get to the lives. We are LIVE live. Yeah. You got one pitch issue? That's all. These folk are singing LIVE on probably the biggest stage they have ever sung on in their whole entire life. Wow. Yeah. It was such an incredible performance. And lastly, your word is what I wanted to say about his voice. He is vocally nondescript or indescript. I was like, okay, I hear R&B. I hear pop. Wait, I hear rock. Wait, there's growl. Like, I was like, what is your voice, sir? But then I was like, stop trying to put it in a box. His voice is just him. It's just him. And we will find that also later with his duet. So well done, Jan Dan.
Yeah, great
Dang.
job. Great
Dang.
song. Huge song. Huge.